Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This is Mina, and this is your December 2020 horoscope prediction video. For those of us in the US, the holidays are fast approaching. For that reason, I just wanted to provide some information about family and friends this month, sort of like I did last month in November. Each of these horoscope videos will be broken into 3 sections: relationships, self, and the material. In the relationships section, we're going to discuss your friends, family, and romance. I also want to pull some cards to help you express your gratitude or help guide you to some unique gifts that you can use to provide to those around you. I also want to look at ways that you can set boundaries with your family in order to make you feel a little bit more comfortable within your family unit. In the self section, we'll discuss the lessons you're learning this month, how you should engage in self-care, your spirituality, strengths, and mental health. Lastly, in the material section, we're going to discuss your work and finances. Use the timestamps in the description box to skip to any section you are most interested in, or just use it as a way to refer back to it throughout the month of December. At the very end of the reading, we'll roll the astro dice over here to get a better sense of the reading, or a lot of times I find it pinpoints the most important section of the reading you should start your month out focusing on. If you're watching for someone you love, there's also going to be a specific timestamp to the romance or family section, so you can use that to skip there now. For those of you who are watching your sun sign video, please be sure to check out your moon and your rising sign video, or some people call it Ascendant. This is going to give you the most personalized reading that you can get in this generalized reading setting. If you want a personalized reading, I do offer them, so send me an email to minanixtarot@gmail.com. If you don't know your sun, moon, or rising sign, I put a link to a natal chart creator, so that way you can go ahead and figure those things out for yourself. I usually shuffle on camera during my horoscope videos, but because we're going to have larger stacks to get through this month, I'm going to go ahead just like I did in November and just start us right off in the self section. So let's begin. For the theme of your month, you've got the moon reversed. For spirituality, the Hierophant, and this quote card Spirits picked out for you. For self-care, the King of Pentacles reversed, and Go with the Flow. And for your mental health, Eterna, She Who Becomes, Metamorphosis, Transcend, Journey. If you've been feeling a lot of anxiety lately, the moon reverse is telling us that this month that's starting to subside. You are starting to see past the delusions that you currently have. You're able to separate deception from the reality of the current situation. Now, it's going to be quite a struggle, and I do sense that you're coming out of a mental fog, and for the majority of the beginning of this month, it's going to be really tricky to figure out what you do and don't believe is really going on here. You're going to start being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, and work through any repressed issues that you've been having. Especially, I'm hearing confidence. So confidence. By the end of the month, you're really going to feel good about yourself moving forward. If you've been waiting for a decision, or you've lost something, or something's been unclear, all of that's clearing up for you. You're going to find whatever it is that you've lost, and you're really going to understand how to move forward in this new situation. Spiritually speaking, we have the Hierophant. There's some sort of ritual or ceremonious thing that you're going to be doing within your spiritual self this month that's really going to open you up and make you feel much more connected. The Hierophant is often that link that connects mankind with the spiritual realm, so I think you're going to find yourself talking to spirit or being with spirit a little bit more this month than you would normally. They've picked for you hope as the conduit for miracles, so I'm being told that you're going to be able to manifest a little bit easier. You're going to have a more direct line to spirit this month, and you're going to be able to ask for what you want more clearly, which is a really, really exciting thing here. You're going to be in the holiday spirit this month. You're going to enjoy that with maximum merriment, so it's really exciting, Leo. For your self-care here, the King of Pentacles reversed, and Go with the Flow. Something has taken away your sense of grounding, your sense of being connected to the earth and current reality. They kind of hinted at it with the moon card here. This is saying you really need to ground and express yourself through a place of grounding. So going with the flow here, because you're starting at the end of the month to see the reality of what you're in, all delusions are being removed. And then it's like, okay, there's a real clear path that I see. Like, I've been working with spirit, I've been directly channeling with them, and now I see this very clear path. This is your big ol' yes, you should go with the opportunity that's been presented that will present itself to you at the end of the month. And that's the way that you maintain a sense of self-care. You are trusting yourself, you are grounding, you're doing grounding activities and living in the moment. You're going to feel the need to have this focus on money, and it's fairly common for a lot of people around the holidays time to get very concerned about money and gifts and what kind of material things they're buying. And this is Spirit's way of saying the people around you are not looking for things necessarily. They are looking for you to see your sense of creativity, to have the ability to express himself creatively. This orange color, Go With The Flow, is representative of our sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is the key to our life force. It's creation, it's our sensuality, it's our self-expression. And so the people around you are looking to either receive things that allow them to open up and be self-expressive, or maybe this holiday season you're creating things for people around you, and that's going to be more heavily valued. And there's something about when you're creating these things for other people, I get the sense that it's going to be very therapeutic for you as well. So I love this like trading of energy that's happening for you in the holidays, and less of a material focus. For your mental health, Eterna, this card really talks about transcendence. Everything that you've been working toward, everything you've been working on, Leo, it's all coming to a head, and you are going to find yourself taking off in a way that you never expected. The maybe bad news, you might not view it this way, I don't view it this way, but the bad news would be that there's always the next level to get to. So once we've kind of leveled ourselves up to the next area, we're like, oh, okay, well now I kind of want to get to this level. There's nothing wrong with that. Just realize that once we kind of achieve a second level, there's always this sense of, ooh, now I kind of want more. I think I can do more. You know that you can safely live on your current plane, and you've learned what you've learned from it, and you've really worked hard, Leo. I can see that here with this reading. It's just time for you to allow yourself to rise up to that next future, kind of leaving your past in the past, and finding strength in what you've learned in the past to be able to move forward with confidence. We're back to the confidence thing. I want you to be thinking throughout this month, if you do meditative practices or prayers, you're going to be asking the questions, what can challenge me most in my current spiritual journey? And how can I benefit the most from being on this journey of transcension? That's really exciting news. Leo, let's move into your relationships for December. Leo, your family is in the energy of the Queen of Pentacles reversed. To put up boundaries for yourself, we've got the Queen of Cups and Sophia, Divine Wisdom. Coming out strong with the ladies here. All right, for friends, they're in the energy of the King of Cups reversed. What gift you're going to give to the world, we've got the Lamb. The Lion and the Lamb, that's interesting. For my single Leos, we have the Page of Wands and the Four of Swords. For my Leos in a relationship, the Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, look at all of these kings and queens. And I think also you had King of Pentacles in your self section too. We'll get to that, but let's go ahead and start out with your family. Okay, two situations are happening here. The first one is that you're going to find someone who's close to you within your family has come on very, very hard times. They're really going to be struggling this month. Because of that, they could be being a little bit chaotic, very much not themselves. They're tail spinning a bit here. The other group of you is going to be dealing with older person who is just being incredibly immature. They are just really being manipulative. They're being very shallow, very spoiled. It's exhausting for you, honestly, to try to put up with all of their demands. It's very diva-esque here, that vibe that I'm getting from this person. Either situation that you're dealing with, it's going to kind of taint every family gathering that you have if you let it happen. So let's talk about ways that you can put in place these blockages, these boundaries with these people, so that you're not allowing them to taint every situation that they're in. We've got the Queen of Cups and Sophia, Divine Wisdom. I want you to take the focus off of what they're bringing to the table and focus on how you're responding to this inappropriate behavior of theirs. The Queen of Cups is a very loving, nurturing, giving person. This is the type of person who is supportive and treats other people with compassion and sympathy. And I feel like this Sophia card is just another reminder to you that you have a direct line to spirit. You're able to see opportunities and things in a way that the other people around you can't. And because of that, you're going to be very good at putting up boundaries by bringing in the positive. Now, you don't want to do this to the point of being annoying. There's nothing worse than when you go to someone else and you're really upset and you're really just looking for someone to be like, man, that sucks. And the other person just keeps trying to fix everything for you. That's not what I'm saying here. I think that's why both of these cards are here together. It's saying have that sympathy, take that time to nurture the person, listen to them, try to see the pain beneath the weird behaviors that they're showing at this time, and then lay the line of wisdom on them. You've got that connection to spirit right now, and spirit's going to give you the right words to say to help try to snap this person out of it. Now, I'm not saying immediately they're going to be like, yay, I'm fixed, thank you for all your help, you're amazing, and then just be able to move on with their December in a great sort of way. But what I'm saying is you're going to be able to see things on a much higher level than they can right now. You're going to need to be a good listener this month and really see beyond what they're seeing and what they're telling you and figure out those things. That doesn't mean you don't say things like, oh man, that sucks, that's a really bad situation. You can be that person and the person who's like, hey, I have this cool idea for you or this cool opportunity, and still bring some positivity in. You're so protective over your pride anyways, Leos, that I can tell that this is going to be exactly up your alley. And then that kind of protects you, right? Because you're able to hear them, you're able to sympathize, but you're not letting it come in and make you negative too. You're actually able to see their situation and understand the positivities that lie in there. And not all situations are 100% positive. You know, death is really, really tricky, and it's really hard to see the positives in that. So if someone in your life is going through something like that, that's really horrible. That's not the person we're talking about right now. We're talking about the people who have maybe made some bad decisions and they've fallen on hard times because of it, or the person in your life who's just acting like a spoiled brat and you're like, oh my goodness, what is their deal? They just don't feel like they're important. They don't feel like you're making time for them, and you're going to be like, okay, so why do they feel so lonely right now? Why do they feel like they need all this attention? And you're really able to look at that in a more mature way. They're in this energy of immaturity here with the Queen of Pentacles reverse, and you're in this energy of the Queen of Cups, this mature sympathy, nurturing ability that you have. Your friends are in the King of Cups reversed, which is unfortunately a very similar vibe to what's going on with your family. Your friends are overly emotional, maybe they're being a little bit too gullible, they're putting themselves in situations where they're getting taken advantage of. And again, you have this direct line, this divine wisdom, and you're seeing all of this. Well, yeah, of course that happened the way that it did. You put yourself in a really vulnerable position. Of course you got taken advantage of. But remember, you have this Queen of Cups energy that also is like sympathizing with them and trying to understand where they're coming from. There's a real sense of, from your friends, they just don't feel like they can trust anyone anymore, and they're really, really sensitive to everything going on around them. So you might see some moodiness, some withdrawing behaviors, and a little bit of unbalance in their life. This will be especially true, I'm hearing, and you know, probably you can guess for any of your water sign friends, that would be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces friends. So that's going on with them this month. What you have the ability to do as well is the Lamb. The Lamb, quite similar to the Hierophant card. This is the messenger. They bring important messages. They understand things at a very deep level. Lamb energy is honest guidance that you hear. So you have the ability to provide honest, caring guidance to the people around you. Unfortunately, you're like everybody's therapist this month. Everybody's coming to you with their drama, and you are the person who's able to maintain a sense of calm, wisdom in the situation. So good for you, Leo. You've really come to a place of serious maturity in your life, that everybody kind of sees you as this authority in emotional maturity, and so they're all coming to you with their issues. The Lamb has a gentle approach. They have patience, and truth is truly the gift that they give to other people. So sit still, listen, receive, and then translate that out to the people around you. I'm really excited about this. I mean, you're like doing the work for everybody this month. You're going to be probably exhausted, so please take time to do that self-care. Please take time to look at all the opportunities that you have within your life and really be able to go with the flow that way. Let's move into love. For For my single Leos, we've got the Page of Wands and the Four of Swords. Okay, Leos, we have got a whirlwind, exciting, crazy, fun, charming human being coming into your life, and your impulse is going to be to jump right into it. Your impulse is going to be like, yes, this is the person I've been looking for. Let's get this done. But the Four of Swords here, which I feel it's my job to share with you as a tarot reader, is a way of saying you might just feel this. This might be a bit of an illusion or a creation that you're making up because you're really starting to feel lonely. You're really starting to feel like this fear of being single, this fear of missing out on love. And so you're willing to look past some of the red flags that you're also seeing with this super charming, loving person because you just don't want to be alone. And so it's really, really important for you not to jump straight into anything serious with them. If you want to maintain a level of just fun frivolity, and you can, you're in the emotional place to do that, then great. If you're not, and you know that your heart can be easily broken right now, I'm going to urge you against making any moves with that person seriously. Hang out with them in groups, text them, be cute, be adorable. But in December, please don't take that leap just yet. I'm just getting the message from Spirit that you're not quite ready for it. And if you start it now, it's going to be very short-lived. It's going to start out like crazy and then fizzle out quite quickly. This is also a person that anytime they feel like they're being pinned down, they're just going to pull away right away. So if you come at them with a need of like, I'm so tired of being single, and you're clinging and you're changing everything about yourself to keep them interested in you, that's really doing yourself a disservice. For my Leos in a relationship, we've got the Queen of Wands reversed. Your partner is suffering from low self-esteem right now. They are really, really struggling. And because of that, it's putting this feeling of exhaustion. You feel overwhelmed when you're together. For you, it's like you're always trying to build them up, and for them, they're always shielding that. And it's just this pushing back and forth between the two of you that's making it really, really tricky here. Also, to me, it feels like everything you try to put in place, there's some sort of block there. The card traditionally talks about like, if you're trying to have a baby, then it's not working out for you. But I see this more in like everything the two of you try to accomplish together somehow gets blocked, changed, there's an obstacle. And that's because your partner and you are both still working on a lot of things internally, and you're just really not ready to make these next steps into a bigger realm of responsibility here. It's okay. Let this be what it is for right now. The two of you are doing a lot of internal work. It's not important for you to engage that much in the relationship this month. I know that may seem counterintuitive. When we feel like we don't have a connection with someone, we want to like be with them more and hold on to it tightly. But I'm telling you, you need to release it just a little bit so the two of you have the space to figure out what's going on with you internally, and then you can get back together and really talk about it once you both have a good idea of who you are separately. Now, as promised, let's talk about why you have so many kings and queens in your reading. Typically, as a tarot reader, when I see a lot of kings and queens in readings, it's all about working together as a team, being a part of a team, and you possibly even affecting other people's destinies. And so you're kind of acting like an authority figure in other people's lives and helping them on their path. So this month is not always going to be so focused on you and your journey, but you're going to have to be a little bit wrapped up in other people's journeys. Now, that being said, remember, self-care is very important, and the way that you're going to be able to utilize self-care is by creating from a place of self-expression. And Leos are really good at creation anyways, right? They're the sign of creation. They're the sun. They're the personality, the ego, the brightness that shines in this world. And so really, really dive into your sense of creativity this month and live in that place, because other people around you are really needing you to help them push them on their next path, especially because you have this divine link. Let's move into the material world here. For work, Leo, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, and financially, the Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Excellent stuff going on here in work. So this Ace of Pentacles brings in a new beginning of some kind, either a promotion, a new job, or a new business opportunity. Good news is coming to you at work with really good financial rewards associated with it. And that is also supported in our financial cards here with the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles in finances means that you could be getting a lump sum of money coming to you, that you're putting financial systems in place for you for the future, like starting a pension, setting up trust funds. The Ten of Pentacles really represents wealth, privilege, family riches, and old money. The Ace of Wands here is indicating a financial change for the better. It's indicating gifts, winnings, inheritances, and the return on investments that you've made. And so I can really see a lot of money is going to be brought into you. Lots of really good, exciting things for you in the future with money. And this is definitely Spirit's way of saying, hey, you're getting all this money now, so why not set up a system in order to save that money, build on that money, and make it so that you are set financially for the future. So definitely take advantage of that. That's going on for you this month, Leo. Let's roll the Astro Dice. The first house, which is represented by Aries, the Sagittarius symbol here, and Venus, which is Taurus and Libra. So this could be saying that you have Aries, Sagittarius, Taurus, and Libra in your sun, moon, or rising sign somewhere else, and this is confirmation that the reading is for you. The first house represents our self, our approach to life, our identity, our attitude, beginnings. It's also a house of beginnings. Sagittarius is all about philosophy, higher education, cross-culture, like traveling, different cultures coming together. And then here for Venus, that's attraction, love, relationships, art, beauty, harmony. You're finding the harmony between different people. You're starting to be woken up on the fact that we all have quite similar desires. We're all these individual, wonderful, incredible people that come together to make this bigger collective of one. And you're really able to identify where you fit in with that bigger mass of people. And the more problems and issues I feel like you're listening to from people in your life, the more it starts to dawn on you how very connected we are. You start to see yourself in other people, even when they're at their worst. You start to see and understand Spirit and what they've been trying to tell you lately. And you start to understand how everything is totally one big idea. The feeling of harmony that you're going to have with people around you is going to grow so strong for you by the end of the month. And there's so many people that you are going to help be able to grasp onto that concept and maybe be able to start their journey of waking up to that concept as well. Very exciting stuff for you spiritually, Leo. I mean, there's definitely this big reveal of the truth coming to you, and financial gain is coming out of it. So many positive things are happening to you, and a lot of the people around you are struggling right now, so you're definitely going to be a light to this world in December. These are all the messages I'm getting for you. If this video resonates with you, go ahead and give it a like. Comment down below on which sections you feel like you'd really like me to keep over the next couple of months. I'm always trying to change things up so you feel like you have the exact information that you want within each reading. Subscribe to my channel for pick a card videos as well as more monthly horoscope readings, and I will see you